What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash. Shout out to the Dragon Riders and the House of the Dragon. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. We are sitting pretty at 379 and 57 cents. Let's just call it 380 for fun. It makes me feel better, right? We got that 380 level. Yes, we had a bit of a dramatic day yesterday, didn't we? Moving down a little bit more. That was to be expected, right? We could have done, I did say yesterday that if we held this line and we didn't close below here, that we still stood a chance of like seeing the next leg up of this breakout move, and I do think that we will. I think that we will continue to climb. But however, if we continue to move down, and that was what the shorter term time frames, the 1 hour and the 4 hour RSI, and the price action itself was just looking like we wanted to move down, instead of being in a breakout move of the inverse head and shoulders pattern, we might be in more of a kind of parallel channel. Right, something like this might be what we're in. And yes, we even wicked out of it a little bit today so far. I hope nobody got scared on this last hour. Right, look at that. We closed right at the line. 8 minutes left. That is what they call a bullish engulfing candle. Right there. Some people would say it's not because it doesn't engulf the wick. I think it just has to engulf the body. That's how I identify them. Everybody identifies them differently, I guess. Or maybe not everybody does. Maybe I'm the only one that does that. But I think it just has to engulf the body, not the wicks too. Though I suppose that would be nice as well, but unnecessary. Right? Like that's a bullish engulfing candle. Ain't no way it's not. It engulfed two closing price action and opening and closing price bases. Oh my goodness. Having a hard time talking to you guys. If we look at the 1 hour RSI, I don't know why it's so blown up like that. 1 hour RSI does have some form of bullish divergence on it with a green close here. I would say that that's good for a move up to about 393, potentially even higher than that, right? It is very common to actually go beyond the price point that you formed your divergence at. It also makes sense if we're just looking at the price for what it is, because we do have this kind of downward sloping trend. Maybe that's not the best. Something like this, maybe something like that. I don't know. Maybe it's not really exactly how I'm drawing it at all, but nonetheless, some kind of downward sloping trend. And I feel pretty comfortable in saying that we are at the low point of this trend, right? So coming back up to that 390, 400 area, somewhere up in here to find a lower high or at least some resistance before breaking out, that kind of makes sense, right? It would definitely be called for. I don't think that we're going to go lower than this, and I'm kind of surprised that we even went as low as 360, 369 essentially, but it's nothing to be concerned about. I don't think we're at the point of concern yet. We absolutely can be, but not yet. From a low point to a high point here, the point that would really have me concerned would be breaking about 344. And I mean, honestly, if I'm just being blunt, honestly, I'd probably be getting below that low at all. We wouldn't even have to interact with the golden ratio to start making me sweat. If we got below this low here, and even if we didn't get a price below 346 and 65 cents, but if we closed a day below here, that would make me sweat. Maybe less so with Bitcoin Cash, right? I'm just going off of my like standard kind of default train of thought, but with Bitcoin Cash, it's a bit different. It does seem that after we get these lower low closes, that's when we start to move up. It's when we get these higher high closes, that's when we move down. So that's just kind of how it likes to play. But hopefully we don't do that. I would definitely not like to see us close a day below 361.40 cents, and I would not like to see us move below 346.65 cents. But I do feel pretty comfortable and confident calling that as the low right there. Famous last words, right? That is a sharp close right below the 618. I don't like the way that looks. Things are definitely looking a little bit bleak right now, just to be completely blunt. But it's not over till the fat lady sings, you guys. Let's see. I don't mind the daily RSI. Looks pretty good. 4 hour RSI. Let's check that out. 4 hour looks very bad. Very, very bad indeed. I don't like that at all. The 1 hour RSI, again, we've already gone over. That does have some bullish divergence, which could allow this thing to move up, but I don't have too much hopes. It really depends on what we do over the next couple days. I would like to see us move up. I really do think that $390 to $400 area is in the bag for today, at least. But what we do afterwards, do we continue to grow? Are we done with this little setback here? Are we going to continue to grow? That's what I want to know. So from a high to a low, assuming this is the low, we would want to see a move first above $400. Okay, again, trying to get above that $401 area, but really getting above 422, closing above there on any given day. That's what we want to see. So that's kind of the goal at this point. This 618 area comes in line very well with these previous areas of support back here, kind of a little support zone right there. I guess it's less relevant, somewhat of a support zone there, but definitely more relevant to these areas. I would like to see us close above there. So that's the goal right now. If we can do that, if we can show that we really don't like being below this 50 like we did last time, right? If we can just show that we don't like being below the 50, I think that would imply that we are in a nice standing with the daily RSI. We might make a run up to the overbought zone, and that's when the magic can really happen. We might make this run up to anywhere above like 520 to potentially around $600 could happen with this next move up. But it all depends on how we interact with that $390 to $400, $401 area. And can we get above that? Can we get above the 422 area? Remains to be seen. I think we can. That's my personal opinion, but time will tell. If we're looking at BCH here on a daily basis, right now, I must say, this does not look good. This really doesn't look good. Moving up like this, having the band contract, and then closing below the band like this really does not look good. This band right here, the yellow line, is at about 392. Just again, promoting the urgency to close above these areas. Close above these areas that are around $400 or more. Closing above the yellow line would be nice, but closing above the band itself, which is at about 398, I think that's essential. And really beyond that, looking at the price action, this daily high close at 401, just it'd be really, really good to see that. As of right now, this looks like a twin of this last one, but we've got a whole lot of time left in the day, 21 hours. So are we going to just move sideways? Or are we just going to chill? I don't think so. I do think that we're going to close the day up a little bit more, but let's just see how it goes. We've got 2 minutes left in the hour. I don't know. What's the 15-minute look like? Let's look at it here. I would think you're moving up, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's one more thing I wanted to go over. Okay, so on a 4-hour basis, what does give me a little bit of hope, okay, a little bit. Oh, actually, oh, damn, the way that it closed. I was going to say was the fact that the volume is decreasing as we're moving down, but here you actually have the volume increasing on the low itself, which is not a good look. But, a lot of the volume, actually the most volume that we've seen on the 1 hour came in on this wicking candle, so good things and bad things. I don't know, man. I don't know what to make of it. Let's just hope that we hold this line here and that we don't move down, because if we do, if we move just a little bit lower, if we close below this day here, if we move below that day here, you guys, we are destined for prices below $300 again, and we might actually be moving all the way down to 250, 216 over time. Would not be a good look, right? This could just be another lower high in a series of lower highs that we've had since our top in April. Hopefully that's not the case, but time will tell. I don't think it is the case. I am optimistic. I am hopeful. I do think that this is probably a prime area to buy. I was talking to my wife today, man. I wish we had some spare cash to buy some more Bitcoin Cash. It would be nice, but I would sell my car if I could, but I can't because it's a family car, so it has sentimental value, not to me so much, but to my wife. So we can't do that. We can't sell the car. Anyways, I will see you guys on the next one. Have a good day. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content, and I'll see you. Bye-bye.